So a significant amount of fat came off from my hips, glutes, and thighs.
12 pounds, 14 and 3/4 inches.
Over 17 pounds, over 17 inches.
33 pounds.
30 pounds.
25 pounds.
31 pounds.
Dr. Jade, you're awesome.
I love everything he does.
He just calls it the way it is.
In my opinion, probably one of the greatest hormone metabolic experts out there.
I had my girlfriend once say to me, you looked your best and you were at your best when you were following Jay's program.
For me, it was the weight loss at the beginning, and now I'm just unstoppable.
I love it.
Hey there, my name's Dr. Jade Tita. Thanks for answering those questions. Based on your answers, I've determined your specific hormone type, and I've created a custom fat-burning, energy-boosting body transformation plan just for you. Based on your answers, right now you most closely match hormone type number 4, ovarian burnout. I call this ovarian burnout because 2 of your most powerful female hormones have been depleted. I see this a lot in overworked athletes and women under a lot of physical or emotional stress. You can think of it a lot like a mini menopause. Women with this hormone type may experience infrequent or very light periods. They can feel exhausted all the time, both physically and mentally. And they may have problems sleeping. Their libido might have gone missing, and they're more sensitive to stress. Some women with ovarian burnout can experience anxious depression. Their mind races and they're always worried, but they're unable to get anything done. And when it comes to food, they're likely to suffer one of 2 extremes. Either they avoid food altogether or they eat everything in sight. With this hormone type, it's easy for fat to pile up around the stomach and midsection, and almost no amount of diet or exercise can keep it off permanently. The good news is, women like you with hormone type number 4 have a powerful but untapped metabolic advantage. By working with this advantage, one study found you can stimulate nearly twice the amount of fat-burning hormones than a man, boost your energy, feel calmer and more stable, improve your sleep quality, and transform your body faster than you ever thought possible. So you might be thinking, Dr. Jade, if that's true, why is it so hard for me? Well, it's because of 3 big mistakes you may be making. Mistakes I see women with their hormone type make all the time. These 3 mistakes turn your powerful female hormones against you. Luckily, with just a few small changes that work specifically for your hormone type, you can turn these disadvantages into advantages, and you can immediately start burning fat and feeling fantastic. Let's talk about the first big mistake women make, and how a woman with your hormone type can overcome it. It has to do with the first M. I'm talking about meals. To optimize the hormones you have now, your metabolism needs the right fuel at the right time. After working with thousands of women over the past 25 years, I can tell you this. No matter what the paleo, vegan, keto, gluten-free people say, there is no right diet. They can all work for some people some of the time, but fail spectacularly for other people at other times. And that's the first big mistake that trips up women with your hormone type. They think they need to diet to lose weight. Look, if there was some universal diet that worked for everyone, would there still be a dozen new diet books published every month? The truth is, there are no forbidden foods that instantly wreck your metabolism, and there are no magic foods that melt fat off your body. Everyone has a different metabolism, psychology, and set of preferences. The only universal rule when it comes to choosing your meals is this. If you're not eating foods that taste good and help your metabolism, you'll eventually binge on foods that taste good and hurt your metabolism. To fuel your unique metabolism with what it needs and what you like, I have some very specific suggestions for your hormone type. For women with your hormone type, your number 1 challenge is managing stress. That's because as stress levels rise, estrogen and progesterone fall, and your metabolic seesaw practically grinds to a halt. That makes a big difference in how you should eat. The best way to get stress under control and rebalance the seesaw is by changing when you eat your carbs. A lot of people avoid carbs because they've heard carbs make you fat. That's not true. No single type of food makes you fat. Obviously, you can't eat 60 loaves of bread and expect a flat belly. That will cause a nasty spike in insulin, the primary hormone that promotes fat storage. On the other hand, you can't swear off carbs altogether either. That's because when your body doesn't get enough carbs, it can cause an equally nasty spike in the stress hormone cortisol. Your body uses cortisol as an emergency fuel producer when you don't have enough carbs. And one way it creates that fuel is by breaking down muscle tissue. Unfortunately, cortisol also interferes with your fat storing hormones. Eat too many carbs and insulin is the problem. Eat too few carbs and cortisol is the problem. So I don't want you to slash the number of carbs you eat. The trick is to eat them at the right times when they work best with your hormone type. Here's the rule I want you to follow. I call it the front load, back load approach. It's a very simple way of using carbs to support your metabolism. First, I want you to count up the average number of carbs you eat in a day. Then I want you to eat about half that amount first thing in the morning and eat the other half last thing at night. In between, stick to low carb foods like salads and protein shakes. This approach will stop your stress hormones from spiking in the morning so you can start your day calm and focused, and it will suppress them in the evening so you can easily fall asleep. You may be interested in the second big mistake that so many women make with your hormone type, and this is critical. It has to do with the second M, which stands for mindset. In my experience, your mindset is the number one factor that can sabotage your health and weight loss goals. If you're like a lot of women, when you step on the scale and see you've gained a pound or two, the first thing you do is beat yourself up. You tell yourself no more dessert. You vow to only eat kale for the next 2 weeks and exercise twice as hard. But that's the worst thing you could do. That's because all this extra stress you're putting on yourself can backfire, making weight loss even harder. You see, women have a very sensitive stress barometer in their brain. It's called the hypothalamus pituitary axis. When you experience physical stress, like too much exercise, not enough food, or too little sleep, or emotional stress, like feeling constantly overwhelmed, getting in arguments with your spouse or kids, or even driving in heavy traffic, your brain starts dumping cortisol and other stress hormones into your body. And that can quickly throw your metabolic seesaw off balance. This helps explain an odd phenomenon I used to see in my clinic. My patients would go on vacation and do what everyone does. Pig out on their favorite foods, and take a break from exercise. But somehow, many would come back feeling great and looking thinner. Why? Well, they completely let go, completely relaxed, and their cortisol levels dropped. This allowed their fat-burning hormones to come alive and do their job without being blocked by cortisol. Of course, when I say rest, recover, and relax, it doesn't have to be a whole vacation. Instead of hitting the gym for 6 hours, go out with your girlfriends and enjoy a glass of wine. Instead of eating a bushel of kale, spend a romantic night out with your husband or partner. And women with ovarian burnout like you should take the stress reduction even further. Remember, your number one priority is to get your estrogen and progesterone seesaw moving again. So the best thing you can do is get more good quality sleep. Sleep puts your body in restoration mode. You can think of it as a reboot for your metabolic hard drive. That means, if possible, you should go to bed an hour earlier and wake up an hour later. There's only one problem. Of all the hormone types, you may have the most difficulty falling asleep at night. So I want you to supplement with short naps during the week. Research shows that even a 10-minute nap can undo much of the hormonal damage caused by sleep loss. I've often found this to be the missing link for women who have struggled to get results in spite of having tried everything. Most fitness gurus focus on hardcore exercise or long, boring cardio workouts. As I'll show you in just a moment, that's a big mistake, especially for women. Instead, you need to focus on movement. Movement is not the same thing as exercise. In fact, it's everything you do during your day, like walking, fidgeting, typing on your computer, sitting down and standing up, even breathing. These small, seemingly insignificant movements add up to something researchers call non-exercise associated thermogenesis, or NEAT. NEAT is a huge chunk of the total calories you burn in a day. In fact, research shows it burns 200% more calories a day than exercise. That's pretty remarkable on its own. However, the real power of NEAT is the impact it has on your hormones, making you a better fat burner in 2 ways. First, increasing your NEAT decreases the amount of insulin your body produces. And since insulin is your number one fat storing hormone, that means more of the food you eat gets burned for energy and less gets stored as fat. Simple activities like walking to the grocery store, cooking dinner, or even twiddling your thumbs takes your body out of fat making mode and puts your body in fat burning mode. And one way for a woman with your hormone type to increase NEAT is by simply taking a walk. Studies show that walking at only 3 miles per hour can nearly triple your NEAT. An hour of leisurely walking a day burns an extra 1,582 calories a week. But again, it's not those 1,500 calories that matter most. It's the reduction of fat-making insulin that really changes your body. However, there's a second benefit to increasing NEAT by walking more. And this is why you need to move at a relaxed pace. Walking at this pace lowers your stress hormones. Remember, the stress hormone cortisol breaks down muscle and increases fat storage. So by walking, you're both releasing trapped fat and burning extra fat for energy. Now, after you overcome the 3 big mistakes with your meals, mindset, and movement, you'll finally be ready to tap into your unique metabolic advantage and start losing fat and sculpting a healthy, tight, and toned body in a way you may have previously thought was not possible. For true body transformation that tightens soft, saggy muscles, that crafts a lean, shapely physique, that results in a body that looks fit and fits snugly into your favorite clothes, there's simply no substitute for metabolic workouts. And here's the best part. These workouts are nothing like traditional exercises. They're super efficient, combining 3 forms of training into one. They're super effective, delivering phenomenal results in just 15 minutes, 3 days a week. And they're super convenient, allowing you to do them in the comfort of your own home or even in your hotel when traveling. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but I found these 15-minute metabolic workouts are the fastest, most effective, and safest way to consistently remove stubborn fat from trouble spots. That's because metabolic workouts use a series of short, intelligent movements. These movements stimulate your metabolism by triggering a tidal wave of fat-burning, muscle-toning, body-rejuvenating hormones. In just 3 days a week, they tighten and tone those soft areas of your body. Plus, they can work great for every woman at every age and fitness level. They can also work around any injury, physical limitation, or health complication. And unlike the long, boring cardio routines, or those crazy sweat until you drop classes you might be used to, they will not send you into hormonal tailspin. Here's why these metabolic workouts are such an ideal solution for women. First, too much exercise is bad for the female metabolism. That's because too much exercise can interfere with both estrogen and progesterone, sending the signal to your body to store fat instead of burning. Second, extreme exercise generates too much cortisol, which can send your hunger and cravings through the roof. This can force you to eat more calories than you burn during the workout. Third, many women can't exercise in the first place because of an injury or other limitation. That means they miss out on the tremendous anti-aging effect that proper exercise can deliver. And fourth, many of my busy female clients simply don't have the time to spend 1 to 2 hours a day driving to the gym, exercising, and driving back. Fortunately, metabolic workouts don't have any of these problems because anyone can stimulate their metabolism with the short 45-second intelligent moves I'm about to show you, even if they can barely stand up from the sofa. Not only that, these workouts stimulate a hormone called HGH, or human growth hormone. This is a fat-burning, muscle-toning hormone that has a particularly powerful effect in women. But unlike what testosterone does in men, HGH won't leave you looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It gives muscles more definition, but without the bulk. And this is where women have that enormous metabolic advantage compared to men that I mentioned earlier. That's because when women do these metabolic workouts, they produce 93% more human growth hormone than men. This is one of the primary reasons why metabolic workouts are so much better than plain old regular exercise for women. When I switched from traditional exercise to metabolic workouts, the results were night and day. As you can see, there were some pretty dramatic transformations. These results are not surprising, actually. There's a specific reason metabolic workouts get better, faster results than traditional exercise. It has to do with something called the anaerobic threshold. This threshold is the key to unlocking your full female fat-burning potential. You see, your body has 2 basic systems to create energy. The first is aerobic, which means with oxygen. The second is anaerobic, or without oxygen. And which one you use can have a tremendous impact on how much fat you burn, and how quickly. Your aerobic system works like a slow but steady wood-burning stove. But instead of burning wood, it burns small amounts of carbs and fat as fuel. Just like a regular fire, this system needs oxygen to keep burning. Your slow and steady aerobic system is what you use throughout the day to get you through your normal activities. It's also the kind of energy you use when you do long, boring traditional exercise, like slogging along on an elliptical machine for 60 minutes. Now here's where it gets interesting. When you need a sudden burst of energy in an emergency, like when a caveman ancestor had to run away from a saber-toothed tiger, your body can't get the oxygen to your muscles fast enough. So it switches to the anaerobic system. This is more like nuclear energy. It generates an explosion of energy very quickly and without needing any oxygen. So you can escape that hungry tiger. Or in today's world, jump out of the way of a distracted driver. When your body makes this switch, it's called crossing the anaerobic threshold. That's precisely what these 15-minute metabolic workouts do. When that happens, it sets off a metabolic alarm bell inside your body, triggering a flood of fat-burning hormones, including HGH, the powerful hormone that gives women such a fat-burning advantage. And that's what really gets your body to transform as fast as possible. Here's the best part though. As soon as you cross over that threshold, you've done your job. You now get to rest and recover as long as you need to before going at it again. There's no jacked up fitness trainer shouting at you, no pain, no gain. That means you cross this threshold time after time without killing yourself. And after 15 minutes, you're done and moving on with your day. Meanwhile, the gym rats are still just getting warmed up. Plus, crossing the anaerobic threshold, then recovering, then crossing it again, creates what I call the aftershock effect. This keeps your metabolism burning extra fat for up to 48 hours after the workout. That means your body keeps burning fat and toning muscles while you go to work, lounge in front of the TV, and even while you sleep. It's like getting the calorie burning equivalent of 6 hours of traditional exercise per week, but in just 3 15-minute sessions. That's the smarter approach I teach all my clients. And the good news doesn't stop there. While this aftershock effect is burning fat and sculpting lean muscle, the research shows it also triggers a rejuvenating anti-aging effect for women. These metabolic workouts can slash fat storing insulin levels 2 times better than traditional workouts, rebalance both estrogen and progesterone, and help women feel twice as content and happy. That's pretty amazing when you think about it. Now, for the first time ever, you have the chance to start a program designed specifically for your female metabolism and customized to your hormone type. You have a chance to tap into your full metabolic potential, get control of your body again, and start feeling fantastic all day, every day. It's called metabolic renewal, and it turns the old worn-out approach of eat less and exercise more on its head. Unlike all the diet and exercise programs you've seen before, metabolic renewal is not designed for men. Don't give this to your husband or son. It's engineered specifically for a woman's unique body, her unique hormone type, and her unique metabolism. This is a completely new, science-based approach to fat loss and health for women. Unfortunately, it could take years before the mainstream male-dominated fitness world catches up. But the good news is you don't have to wait another day. This custom protocol is available to you right here, right now. Metabolic renewal gently restores and rebalances your hormones and metabolism. It helps free you from the worst issues you may face, whether that's bloating, cramping, PMS, or energy crashes, or hot flashes, night sweats, sleep problems, or mood swings. It's all thanks to the unique female-specific framework that I developed with the help of these amazing women. Metabolic Renewal is the only program I know of that burns fat and boosts metabolism by specifically addressing all 7 hormone types. There's nothing like Metabolic Renewal available anywhere, not on Amazon or in any store. It's only available on this website you're on right now. First, you get the 4-phase metabolic workout videos. Simply pop in the DVD or pull up the next video on your computer, tablet, or smartphone every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Then follow along with me for 15 minutes and feel the rush of fat torching, muscle sculpting, human growth hormone coursing through your body. You won't have to worry that you're doing anything wrong or risking getting hurt, because all the metabolic workouts come with on-screen variations that help you safely work around any injury or limitation. Second, you'll receive the Metabolic Renewal Roadmap. This will be your Bible for understanding and adapting to your hormone type. I carefully lay out exactly how to adjust your 4 M's to work best with your body. That includes metabolic workouts, meals, mindset, and movement. And don't worry, this isn't a biology textbook. You don't need a PhD to understand your own body. This roadmap is written in a way that's easy to digest and to implement. You just review each section of the 4M framework and follow the step-by-step customizations I provide for your hormone type. Third, you'll get my complete 12-week metabolic meal plan that will help you get your hormones playing nicely again. Eating right for your hormone type is the key to burning fat, looking great, and getting your metabolism back on track. These gourmet chef-designed meals are mouth-wateringly delicious and super simple to prepare. They're custom tailored to support your unique female hormones, and they prime your body for the head-to-toe transformation you're about to experience. Plus, this meal plan comes with a full shopping list so you can be in and out of the grocery store in minutes. Fourth, I'll also give you one of the most powerful tools I've ever developed, the Female Transformation Tracker. This is the first at-home tool I'm aware of that lets you measure progress in the 3 areas that actually matter: your metabolism, vitality, and body shape. You'll be able to record all of these at home in less than 5 minutes a week. In addition to the custom roadmap, meal plans, and transformation tracker, I'm including something extra. When you secure your copy of Metabolic Renewal today, I'll also include my 5-minute body sculpting burnouts. Now, for most women, 15 minutes a day, 3 days a week is plenty. That's all anyone needs to fire up their metabolism and trigger that aftershock effect that keeps burning fat for up to 48 hours. However, I've found that a number of women want to take it a little bit further. Maybe you're the type of woman that enjoys a challenge. Or maybe you have a wedding reunion or beach trip coming up, and you absolutely need the maximum fat-burning body sculpting results in the least amount of time. Then these 5-minute body sculpting burnouts are perfect for you. Just spend an extra 5 minutes with me at the end of each of the metabolic workouts, and I'll push you like you've never been pushed before. And since these burnouts only last 5 minutes, not 50 minutes like traditional exercise, there's something almost anyone can do. These body sculpting burnouts use the same safe, proven metabolic workout techniques I have tested for years. So they'll never zap your thyroid or increase your risk of injury like traditional exercise. They're the perfect way to dramatically accelerate your body transformation and trigger an even more intense aftershock effect so you can get the results you want and start looking your best faster than you ever thought possible. And I'll give them to you absolutely free today with your purchase. And to really make sure that you get the most out of this program, I'll give you one more bonus when you act today. If you're like many women, as you get older, your dream of a flat toned belly and midsection may seem more and more impossible. And you may never imagine feeling comfortable in your favorite jeans, let alone a bikini again. Well, don't give up so easily. I've seen some pretty amazing transformations happen. When you buy today, I'll give you my 3-2-1 protocol for removing belly fat. These 3 simple but counterintuitive steps can help slim down and tighten up your midsection, something you may not have thought was possible. Now, most women are skeptical about this 3-2-1 protocol at first. By the time Kat was in her 30s, she had given up showing off her stomach ever again. But after just 12 weeks, look at her. Heidi was in her 40s. She definitely thought it was too late, but the 3-2-1 protocol got extraordinary flat belly results for her. And Kim was even more skeptical. In her 50s, she thought the flat belly ship had sailed. Look at her now. After 12 weeks, she actually has abs for the first time in her life. The same thing can happen for you, which is why when you buy Metabolic Renewal today, I'll send you an instant download for my flat belly protocol. That way you can immediately get started on slimming down your midsection. This bonus won't be available for long, so if you struggle with stubborn belly fat or a muffin top, I suggest you secure your copy of Metabolic Renewal and the huge discount available today so you can get access to this valuable protocol. Metabolic Renewal is the only plan that offers the powerful 4M framework that includes customized metabolic workouts, meals, mindset, and movements for your unique hormone type. It's the only program I know of that helps you get in sync with your natural female rhythms and cycles, empowering you to turn your hormone type to an advantage. This is not the recycled male-focused advice you'll get in most books or courses. It's science-based, female-focused, and built just for you. The you that you are right now, and the you that you'll change into over the years. It doesn't matter if you have a regular cycle or are in any stage of menopause. Nor does it matter if you have special issues like thyroid problems, PCOS, HRT, or anything else. You are fully capable of sculpting a lean body you can be comfortable in, enjoying a steady flow of energy all day, keeping your mind focused and sharp, and easily transitioning to deep restorative sleep at night. I can't wait to see the amazing results you achieve. Here are a few of the other women who've had great success with Metabolic Renewal.
My name is Linda. I'm 58 years old, and Metabolic Renewal was a game changer for me. I finally lost the weight that I really needed to lose around my waist. Basically lost that belly fat that had been driving me crazy for the last couple of years. Finally kind of trimmed down, not just in my belly area, but also in my whole waist. So definitely saw some changes in measurements around my waist, hips, and very happy with the results. It was very exciting. People have noticed that I'm a lot thinner. My legs are thinner. I seem to have more energy, which is awesome. Like, wait a minute, is that really me? I was excited. I hadn't seen my waist in years.
Well, my name is Mandy Bix. I just turned 30 years old, and now that I'm done with the metabolic renewal plan, I just kind of feel great. It's just been really interesting to see the transformation, especially doing the trackers. We've been doing that the whole time, and in the beginning, all my stuff was crazy. It was all out of check, as we would say. You know, my schmeck is now in check. I feel like I can sleep at night. I feel like I'm not crazy anxious or PMS all the time, and I've seen significant inch loss, which was really great.
My name is Natalie Wonderman Ewing. I'm 54. I love this program. I want to shout it out to the world. I've dropped a couple pounds, lost some inches. That was significant. But honestly, my attitude has changed. I feel like doesn't matter what gets thrown at me, I'm able to handle it better. The biggest aha really moment for all of this is the minimal amount of time I have to exercise to see results. The whole program makes sense. It just never felt like a diet. It never felt like torture. And I think in the past, it's always felt like torture.
My name is Barbara. I'm 67. The workouts are doable, short, and effective. The fact that it's 3 times a week and it's short, it's 15 minutes, it's a dream come true because I've lost 10 pounds. It's not water loss either. It's fat loss. It's, muscle tone. I met my goal of fitting into my size 2 pants and zipping them up and even wearing them to the movies.
Hi, I'm Denora Walcott. I'm in my 30s. Not going to get more specific than that. And I just finished metabolic renewal. And it's been awesome. I noticed a change in my size immediately in my face. That was the first place. And then my stomach. I wasn't looking to cheat with different foods, and the workouts were working. They were very specific workouts that were making visible changes. Jade is awesome. Jade is great. He's such a kind, honest person, and all of that comes through in his teachings, and all of that comes through in the whole inspiration behind this program.
Okay, if you're still here watching, maybe you have some additional questions. Here are answers to a few common questions that may help fill in the blanks. First up, how fast will I see results once I start metabolic renewal? In my experience, you can expect to feel the results after just a couple of days. So the first thing you'll notice is an improvement in your mood and energy. That will continue all the way through the first phase where you'll start to notice your body changing. In the early stages, it's important not to obsess about the number on your scale. It's almost a cliche, but remember that muscle weighs more than fat. And HGH, the female metabolic advantage that we're harnessing with metabolic renewal, goes to work quickly burning fat and building lean, toned muscle. So use the female transformation tracker to measure the inches come off your waist, stomach, arms, and hips. And don't worry so much about how many pounds you lose in the first 2 phases. That will come as a natural consequence of your new leaner toned body. Next question. Is metabolic renewal for me if I'm on birth control or hormone replacement therapy? That's a great question. The important thing to understand about birth control and hormone replacement therapy is that you're adding synthetic hormones to your natural hormones. What that ends up doing is affecting your hormone type. Now that can be a good thing for managing symptoms, but it can also make you gain a little bit of weight. The good news is that your custom 4N plan in metabolic renewal is the best way I know of to counteract the weight gain effect of these hormones. So yes, metabolic renewal is perfect for women taking birth control or HRT. Is metabolic renewal safe? Absolutely. It's designed to be the exact opposite of the risky traditional exercise routines that most women do. It's joint friendly, low impact, and helps stretch out the muscles that create the most tension in your body. That means you'll feel more relaxed all day and night, and you'll sleep like a baby. What's truly dangerous is doing nothing. We both know that. Metabolic renewal is your best choice when it comes to the safety of the workouts and the health of your body. Do I need to be in good shape before I start metabolic renewal? No, in fact, you can start on your couch if need be. The metabolic workout videos show on-screen variations for each move and allow you to challenge yourself no matter what your fitness level is. Of course, you should always have a chat with your doctor first just to make sure he agrees with your new fitness goals. But in my experience, doctors love when their patients start taking their health more seriously. especially with something as safe and adaptable as metabolic renewal. Do I need a gym membership or some kind of special equipment? You can start your workouts with nothing more than the clothes on your back and your television or computer. That's it. Once you're ready, you can move up to using cheap in-home dumbbells or exercise bands, but only if you want. You can continue with just body weight for as long as you need. A gym membership is never required, although you can do metabolic renewal workouts anywhere, including a gym if that's what you want. Is metabolic renewal guaranteed to make me lose weight? Metabolic renewal is guaranteed to improve your health and tap into your female metabolic advantage. For most people, that comes along with significant weight loss. Some women end up losing 2 or 3 pounds a week. Other women lose closer to 1 pound a week while they tighten and tone their muscles. If you happen to be among the few women who do not respond quickly enough to metabolic renewal and you're impatient, then I'm happy to refund every penny. You have a full 90 days to see the effects for yourself. So by then, you'll need no further proof than your favorite mirror. Right below this video, you'll see the purchase options. If you're on a mobile phone, just click done when the video is over and the options